Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to tackle one of the most common and, let's be honest, one of the most annoying computer frustrations out there, a painfully slow startup. But the best part, we're going to show you exactly how to fix it.
So, let me ask you a question. Does your morning coffee ever get cold while you're just sitting there waiting for Windows to finally load? If you're nodding along right now, trust me, you are not alone, and you're in exactly the right place.
You know, the good news is, the cause of this digital traffic jam is usually pretty simple. There are just way too many programs all trying to start at the exact same time. It seems like every single app you install wants to jump to the front of the line when you boot up. But here's the key thing to remember. You have the power to decide who gets to go first.
Okay, let's dive right in, and we'll start with Windows 11. We're going to look at two super simple but really powerful ways to manage all those over-eager startup apps.
So, you've got two great options here. There's the classic, no-nonsense task manager, and then there's the more modern, streamlined settings app. Honestly, they both get the job done, so it's really just a matter of which one you like better. All right, for the first method, the fastest way to get in is with the little keyboard shortcut. Just hit Control-Shift-Escape, and boom, the task manager pops right up. From there, you just click the Startup tab, find a program you don't need right away, select it, and hit that Disable button. It's really that easy. And hey, if you ever change your mind, you can just as easily pop back in and re-enable.
Or if you want a more visual way to do it, the Settings app makes it as easy as flipping a switch. Just press the Windows key plus the letter I to open up Settings, then go to Apps and then Startup. You'll see this nice, clean list of all your programs, and you can just toggle off the ones you don't need. It's super intuitive.
Now, what if you're still running Windows 10? Don't even worry about it. The methods are almost identical and they're just as effective. You've got the exact same level of control right at your fingertips.
Yep, just like with Windows 11, you can use either the Settings app or the Task Manager. Both paths lead to the same destination, a faster boot time. So let's quickly run through how each one works. Using the Settings app in Windows 10 is so straightforward. Open it up, and instead of clicking through a bunch of menus, just use the search bar at the top. Type in Startup. Pick Startup apps from the list and you're there. You'll see that same friendly list of toggles just waiting for you to turn off whatever you don't need.
And of course, the trusty Task Manager gives you that same direct control in Windows 10. Pop it open with Control-Shift-Escape. Now, if you see a really simple-looking window, just click More Details at the bottom to expand it. Then, just like before, head over to the Startup tab, pick a program, and click Disable. It's a really direct and efficient way to manage your whole boot process.
Okay, but what happens when you do all this, you disable a bunch of apps, you reboot your computer, and they're back? So what do you do when an app just keeps re-enabling itself? Let's talk about the stubborn ones.
Right, so the crucial thing to understand here is that some applications are just persistent. They're designed that way. So if an app won't stay disabled, the very first place to check is inside the app's own settings menu. Look for a little checkbox that says something like, Start with Windows. If that doesn't work, some of the really stubborn apps use a background thing called a task scheduler job to relaunch themselves. You'll have to dig into the Windows Task Scheduler itself to find that specific job and shut it down for good.
And there you have it. By following these pretty simple steps, you've totally demystified the startup process and you've taken back control. You're no longer at the mercy of every single program demanding your computer's attention right at launch. Now you can enjoy a much faster, cleaner, and way less frustrating startup every single day.
This whole fix just goes to show how a small, targeted change can make a massive difference in your daily computer use. And it kind of leaves us with a final thought, right? If you can speed up your entire boot process this easily, what other hidden settings are just waiting out there to be discovered that could completely transform your PC's performance?